For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of Season 2 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 17. As you can tell by the title, I've been a complete idiot. As some of you may have seen on Twitter yesterday, Kieran came round yesterday, Kizzle Kicks, to record some co-op career mode, and as we were doing so, we finished recording an episode. I went to save it, and you can probably already guess what happened. I overwrote the the original save file and the backup save file like I have for the Cambridge United series. So it was gone, completely deleted. However, I have been able to recover 97-98% of our progress. Thankfully, I got so very, very lucky that we were right at the beginning of season number 2 and we'd only done the pre-season tournament. We haven't played any league games or cup games or any competitive games of season 2. And what I've been able to do, using the experience from the Newcastle series we did last year on FIFA 16, I've been able to go into the customization options in FIFA 17. I've moved all of the teams that got promoted and or relegated into the correct leagues for season 2. I've updated all of our transfers, players in and players out, and also using the edit player option and create player option, I've been able to manually update everybody's statistics so that their ratings are as they were as well. I had to obviously recreate some of the youth players we had. Lino Navarrete is now a right mid, not a right wing. So you can only select right mid or right forward. It doesn't give you the option to select right wing, but we were using him at right mid anyway, so I went with that one. But Navarrete has been recreated. I had to recreate Jay Clark-Salter as well for some reason. He didn't exist on the updated squads, so I had to completely redo Jay Clark-Salter and build him from scratch. But I managed to take, or I managed to take, big thank you to Corey on Twitter, who was able to get screenshots for me of all of the players from the most recent squad report, which was at the end of season number 1, and was also able to get screenshots from episode 1 of season 2, where we got the stats of all of our new signings as well. So I got everybody's stats are completely bang up to date with regards every player in the squad. The one issue was that Joel Asoro is technically 56 years old. Absolutely no idea why the game did that, so what I had to do was go and actually create another player and recreate exactly Joel Asoro. So Swedish, 5'9", 18 years of age, and it has exactly the same stats as the Joel Asoro that we had in the previous save, but unfortunately the actual Joel Asoro I can't use because he's retiring at the end of the season and he's 56 years old. Cheers then. So theoretically, we've not lost any progress. All of the players are exactly the same. I've got my youth players of Hamilton and of Mason and Navarrete, the 3 key youth players that we brought in. Everybody else's stats are as they were. It's just that technically on paper, we're in Season 1 in-game. But the statistics with regards players and other clubs and the leagues that they're in is bang up to date with regards Season 2 of the series. So I've been incredibly lucky, but the series is saved and can continue unscathed. Also simulated the pre-season tournament, and as it turns out, we ended up winning it. And I have about the same amount of money transfer budget-wise as we had in the original save as well. So I've been so very, very lucky. I can appreciate this is equally as hilarious as it is infuriating for those of you that enjoy the series. But I assure you, everything within a very finite margin is exactly as it was. I've been able to bring in Joel Emmanuel back on loan as well. I haven't been able to bring in Connor Chaplin. Portsmouth won't let him leave, so I am still looking for another striker, as we were in the original save, and as we had in the original save. I've put the same players back on the shortlist that you guys suggested to me, and I'm waiting for the scout reports back on those players as we were in the original save. So I can only apologise that mistake happened. I still can't believe that I actually did it. I was just on autopilot, mid-conversation with Kiz as I was saving the co-op career mode, and just automatically on autopilot overwrote the wrong save. So we have the save back again. The series is alive and well, and we can push forward from here, and hopefully hopefully have another successful season. We're of course in League 1 now, and I'll show you the league table. Down from the Championship were Barnsley, Burton and Rotherham, and coming up with us from League 2 were Exeter, Notts County and Portsmouth. So 4 up from League 2, 4 went down from League 1 into League 2, Northampton, Wimbledon, and 2 others that I can't remember. Well done, brain. And there was teams that went up into the Championship from League 1, and obviously I did it with all of the English leagues, so everyone is where they should be with regards to Season 2. Oh, it took about 12 hours to manually edit everybody's settings and then restart a save with current customized squads, etc. So everything is as it was, other than the slight alterations that we've said. Like I've had to recreate a brand new Joel Asoro, and I've had to recreate all of the youth players. But Jake Clark-Salter is a regen as well. Not a regen, but I had to make him from scratch because for some reason he didn't exist in the game. So I've rebuilt Jake Clark-Salter as well. So he won't have a face in his picture, but in-game he'll be exactly the same. In-game everything will be exactly the same. So we will continue on further as we initially planned to. Again, I apologise. I'm still flabbergasted that I actually made that mistake. It's such a rookie error to make, but I made it, but we've recovered from it. I've been able to turn everything around and we will be okay to continue forward. So we'll play the first game of the league season today against Port Vale. I'll start training players once this transfer window is finished. We've got some scout reports here for some of the youth players that we were looking, or not youth players, some of the strikers we were looking at. Jamie McLaren, 70 rated, 1.6 million. They're good physical stats. And he's not too bad technically either. That's a genuine option. 5'10", right-footed. Fred Friday, also 70 rated, 1.7 million pounds. Just as impressive physical stats. 74 finishing as well is not bad for a 21-year-old. He could be a genuine option too. Okay, Landry DeMatta. Are you any good? 64 rated. That's not quite as high as I was hoping. Physical stats are okay. Technical's really not, though. He's younger, though. He's only 18, whereas the others were like 21 and 23. Armstrong is 68 rated, so in the middle, and he's also in the middle age. He's in the middle age-wise. There we go. Well done, brain. I apologise. I'm all over the place. 68 rated, 1.5 million pounds. Obviously, his physicals are great, other than his strength, and he's okay technically as well. 71 finishing, and he's 19. I think Adam Armstrong, of those, is going to be my preferred option. Although I did actually really like the look of Jamie McLaren from Brisbane Roar. A couple of players like Enes Unal and James Wilson are actually currently on loan at the clubs that they're at, so I won't be able to bring them in this window. Obviously, in the original save, it was Season 2 in-game, so their loan spells had finished. Unfortunately, their loan spells are still ongoing, as on paper, we're in Season 1 in-game, but obviously for us in the series, it's Season 2. As such, Mediolito and Piero Mingoya, who I was thinking about moving on, I can't because they're technically new arrivals at the club. So we're going to have to keep hold of them for now. But we've got plenty of money to bring in a new player. And I might throw in a couple of bids for Fred Friday, for Jamie McLaren and for Adam Armstrong. I'm waiting to see what happens with regards to scout reports on the others. There are a couple of others in there. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Nigel Roberta. He's young, isn't he? 18 years of age. 64 rated as well. I think like mid-60s, even though he's 18, a low 60s, 61 for Lookman. I think we're past the stage of looking at players that are in the mid-60s. I think we have to concentrate now on players. I should have deleted that email, never mind. We have to concentrate on players that are in their late 60s / early 70s, which is players like McLaren, Armstrong and Friday. So he's £1.7 million. Recently arrived from Lillestrøm. Okay, well, that's Fred Friday. Not an option then. So Adam Armstrong and Jamie McLaren appear to be my two main targets for striker in this window. Like I say, I wasn't able to bring Connor Chaplin in on loan, but I could potentially go out and sign him permanently. If you guys would like me to do that, then I will. Obviously, we know all about him, and I updated his stats as well from the original save. So he would be as he was before the mishap. So we'll have to wait and see what you guys say to that. But those three then would be my options at present, and obviously I'll take into account further suggestions from you guys in the comment section down below with regards what players I look at elsewhere for that striking role. Striker role is the only place really that I'm looking to strengthen in as we stand right now. We have the squad depth everywhere else. I do have a scout out looking at the minute for other players, other youth players, and I have scouts out looking for players that have less than a year left on their contract, so we can utilise the pre-contract system and get players on a free in January as we did last year. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to actually use that to our advantage. We'll have to wait and see, but we're going to play this first game of the season against Port Vale in the league, and fingers crossed come away with 3 points. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Like I say, we're about 98% where we were with the original save. We've been extremely fortunate, and we can push forward without any real worries about the integrity of the save, so to speak. You guys were asking me actually to play Luke Berry ahead of Dean Furman because Berry's younger, even though he's slightly lower rated, so I will do that. Luke Berry will start as centre mid ahead of Dean Furman. We also have players like Savalaran and Folman as well that could play in the central role that I could use. Petrak is obviously starting there as well. So the side is as strong as it was, and hopefully we as a team will be as strong as we were. We won League 2 comfortably. The board want me to win League 1, so that's the aim. Street with a free kick for Port Vale after a couple of moments, and that's headed away, but only as far as Thomas. Across to Pereira. I see through to Thomas again. Oh, he's gone for the... Well then. Welcome to League 1, boys and girls. What a hit from Thomas. That's remarkable. That is an unbelievable goal. Off the bar, down... Oh... That's one of the best goals I think I've ever conceded on FIFA. That is a strike and a half. I think League 1 might be slightly more difficult than League 2 if players are going to start doing that to me. Right then, 1-0 down after like 4 minutes. Not the start that we hoped we'd get in League 1. Plenty of time to recover though. Berry to Petrak. Here's Lozano. I'll try and get this to Uche. Oh, but he's tackled by Street. It's good defending from Port Vale. That is a phenomenal through ball. De Freitas picks up on it. I've slightly overran it. Need to get this away. Clark's-Hout has done well. To Grant. Pereira. Oh, well, Norris pounces on it. This is difficult, man. I didn't expect there to be such a boost in opposition's ability in League 1, especially considering the cup run, the FA Cup run we went on last year. We were, you know, performing just as well as Championship sides, if not a couple of Premier League sides. Man United were obviously down to 10 men when we played them, but we gave Bournemouth a good run for their money and were able to get victory against them. So I'm quite surprised at how dominant Port Vale have been so far in this opening half an hour. I hope League 1 isn't like this for the entirety of the season as well. Norris makes a good save, although maybe it would make it more competitive. I know a handful of you, a percentage of you were getting frustrated at how easy we were finding life in League 2. So perhaps if it's more of a struggle for us to get promoted out of League 1, then it might make it more enjoyable for you. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. There's still plenty of time for me to be able to recover this result and get something out of the game. But if League 1 in general is going to be this tough, then I'm actually looking forward to an extremely good season. Play that over the top. Luke Berry's in behind. Takes it in his stride, and we've equalised. After 30 minutes, we are back level. Just one defender was sat so much deeper, that number 2 there, their right back, that Berry just had to run through and he was clean in. There we go. We're back level already. Nice tackle by Mason. Trying to race away. I've got options. Uche's just branched away there, made a good run actually. Now, I want to try and get it back on his right foot if we can, and surely now. Oof, only just. In off the post though, 5 minutes into the second half, we are in front. Nice little run from Uche. He was kind of close to the defender, then arched away just to get some extra space. Nice little turn inside. Slightly perhaps lucky with the finish, but never mind. We lead. Petrak into Lozano. Go back inside. Just managed to get it to Petrak. Berry. Go on then, Bez. Why not? Oh, Luke Berry. What a goal. The standard of finishing in this game has been top quality. Their opening goal was unbelievable. I don't think this was as good, but bear in mind it's on his weak foot and the movement on it as well, and it dips into the bottom corner. Strike and a half. It's 3-1. I hope League One is this exciting every game. This is phenomenal. Just giving that straight to Wiedemont. I've given it straight back to them. And then I've tackled him again, but he's still come away with the ball. Pereira into Cecilia. We could go back to Pereira. Oh, lovely tackle by Karol Metz. Quickly get it out of Wiedemont's feet. And Lozano's looking to make the run in behind. And he's just onside here. Anthony Lozano. Oh, God, that's a heavy touch for 4. Oh, what is it with goals off the woodwork in this game? 3 of the 5 goals have gone in off the postal bar. This touch was awful. He just managed to get there ahead of the keeper. In off the woodwork. It's 4-1. What a game. There goes the final whistle. It's a 4-1 win in our opening game in League One. After 3 minutes, I was slightly apprehensive about what this season might hold after that ridiculously good strike from Thomas. But we pulled it around. We scored with every single shot we had on target. 7 shots in total, 4 on target, 4 goals. We won't be that lucky in every game, but luck seems to be the way of things so far in today's episode, because of course I was extremely lucky that we were able to keep this save alive, and things hopefully will go on from strength to strength from here, as they have been doing throughout the entirety of this series to date. Again, I can only apologise for the situation that we find ourselves in, but we are like I say, 97-98% exactly the same save, so I'm quite happy to continue, and hopefully you guys are as well. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too for more, and I'll see you next time.